Hello and welcome to Stream Tabulous, and today I'm going to take a look at this photo. I'm going to be taking a look at the photo on the right, which has quite a lot of damage to it, and it's very dirty. So we're going to see what we can do with it. I'm going to be concentrating on the face, not so much the shirt. The shirt I'll probably composite on after the video, and we'll get on with the show. Welcome back. So first of all, we want to go into probably airbrush, and actually not airbrush, we want to go into IBS Paint. And if you're wondering what apps I have installed, you'll actually see over the side of the screen there, I just have them running through. So you can write down or have a look at the apps that I use. You'll find there's other apps that you can use to do similar sorts of things. And it's the features of the apps that you're looking for when you're searching in the App Store. So I'm going to go into IBS Paint, and I'm going to open up this photo. Actually, before we do, I want to crop the image because I just want that one part of the image, not both sides. So we're going to come into here. We will crop this image, bring it over. There we go. That's all I want to be working with. So we'll swipe that off. Come into IBS Paint. Go to My Gallery. Little plus in the bottom corner there. Go to Import Picture, which for you may open up your gallery. For me, it opens up my Android menus, and I can see the what they call hamburgers up at the top left-hand corner. I'm going to Images. I'm going to where I have that photo stored, and I'm opening up. I do not need the line art. Now, I like to just use the smudge tool to fix photos like this, because as I've mentioned before, once we run it through an AI restorer, that will do the rest of it. So we just want to clean it off, follow the lines. Doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be neat. Okay. When you're doing the smudging, what you want to do is do your best to use the shadows that are created to create that optical illusion of like necklines and whatnot. And if you're lucky enough to have a program like Paint Shop Pro, you'd probably want to go around and do the clone tool to do repairs on this. I wonder if he had a mow. Really hard to tell. Just want to sort of brush it in. It's a fold. You can tell that. There's a fold lines in the photo by the looks. Someone would have had this in a wallet, perhaps. Remember, if you've got your photos on digital media, always back it up. It's nothing worse than losing images. I've lost about 3 years from a mobile phone, which was a pretty horrible experience. Especially with my father having dementia. And I don't have any videos of him talking, and I believe there is a couple of Christmas and Easter photos on there. videos, which actually had him talking, and yeah. That's what got me into this. Okay. There we go. Not so fussed about the background. I'll be replacing that. I mean, we can come through and do a solid block color on there if you wanted to. So it can sometimes make the AI tools work a little bit easier. So we just come through and sort of trace it out. I'll be removing that later anyway. I'll be using a Lumi AI to remove the background and drop in a replacement background to it. So there we go. The photo's already looking 100 times better than it was. Nose a bit more. The details might be pretty decent for the AI tool. We'll find out. You never know until you get to that point. Sometimes you've got to go back and use different tools, and sometimes you've got to clean it up a bit more. Always give your photo a slight cleanup or a big cleanup before you run it through the tools. There we go. Now you have to forgive me, I'm actually sick at the moment, and my neurological condition is playing up, causing all my neck muscles to be in severe cramp, and my whole body's in cramp, and it's extremely painful. Okay. Actually trying to catch up on the screen. It's still going, and I've actually finished that. Bit of a lag and a delay there. Okay. I am going to my gallery, and I am currently saving this image. It's catching up now. No, it's not. It's lagging behind. We'll see if it catches up. I have saved the image. I'm blurring my screen, and I'm exiting IBS Paint. And after a quick restart of both the computer system and the phone, we seem to be back, and we will see how we hold up. So we just saved that image after we went through IBS Paint and used Smudge Tool to clean it up. And now we're just going to go into, I'm just going to go straight into Remy, and we're going to try that. So I believe Remy opens up into the gallery. Going to go through and find my picture. See where it's saved. Generally in a photo called, hang on, that's pictures. There we go. Done. And okay, now we're going to hit enhance, and we're going to see what Remy can actually do. Dun, 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 dun. I forget to join the Facebook group that we have, and you can upload your photos there. You may end up on a video for how to restore it. So it's not too bad. It needs a little bit more cleanup, but overall it's pretty good. So we will save that. Exit that off. Turn the Remy mask off. Always need a coffee break. Trying to go a little bit slower today so I don't hurt myself. From here, I'm going to open up Mint AI, and we'll take a look at running the colorizer over top of it, and we'll see what that actually does. So open up the colorizer, find our stored image. There. We shall run a pass over, and we'll see how that goes. Yeah, it's not too bad. From there, we can work on it in airbrush and add some more color to the face, and we'll see if we can't clean that up more. So this one's probably going to need a lot of work. So we're going to go into airbrush now, and we'll take a look at what we can do in there in terms of cleaning up the skin, bringing out some details. So I'm going to go into my library, and I'm going to find that picture we have here. First of all, we're going to do a skin tone or two, build up some layers. Okay. Yeah, one skin tone will do. Come in, we'll add a shade to the lips. I have to manually clean that up. I'm going to do that with a different tone now. We'll use IBS, and we will fan that in a bit after. So we're going to go back to skin tone, and we're going to do a layer over top of that. I want the lips on that layer as well. Come in. This will help blend those lips to the rest of the image. Okay, done. Those eyes are going to need a lot of work, we can see. We're going to do the contours, and this is going to help clean up the face more and bring out the shadows on the nose and add that 3D look to it. Okay, so we'll apply that. We're going to do a couple of layers there. Do natural. I'm just giving a bit of a whiteness to the rest of the face. All this stuff will just save me doing cleanups in IBS Paint, where I'll be adding the colors and running them in. I'm just going to turn that light off on the green screen. A mess back there, so thank heaven for the green screen. Yep, sculpture. Okay, glasses off. Let's get a look what we got going on here. Leave the eyebrows as are. Always add eyelashes. Now these ones are going to need eyes. Obviously there's some form of brown eye, so we'll go for a chestnut, which is going to put a contact over it, and then I'm going to use something like Facetune, and we will get the colors into there. Okay. Yep, I am happy generally with that. No, this image needs a lot of work. We'll exit. Shoulder is killing me. Time for a coffee break. Don't forget to join that Facebook group. And from here, I'm going to go into Facetune. Okay, we have Facetune open. Also, please like the video, subscribe to the video, and get the bell on. I'd love some likes and some comments. I'm still getting used to this whole process of trying to explain how to do these things, and I'm also trying to fill up a lot of the blank space on the screen. Hopefully add some stuff which might actually be handy on there. Let's take a look at this. Let's go to those eyes. I'm going to go to whitening, and I'm going to whiten them up a bit. I'm going to go to color. By the ethnicity, I would say he had brown eyes, although I have not had confirmation of the eye color as yet. Go into that hair. I think that hair is going to need a lot of manual cleaning, but that's okay. It'd be black hair, I'd imagine. The glow to it. Make sure we've got that mask. It's covering nicely, so we'll do that. Okay. Okay, done. We'll go into IBS Paint and I'll do a layer and we'll clean that hair some more and that skin some more. Just taking a look at here what we want to do. Okay. Going to see if we can... No, before we exit that, let's... I don't think we've got much hope for these clothing, but we can sometimes reduce the details down and pull the saturation out of it and bring the whiteness up, and then sometimes we can work from there. But in this case, it's pretty clear we're going to be doing a composite, finding a shirt and putting it over top, and you can use... yeah, drawing blank, Pixay Pro to do that. So you need a PNG of the shirt, or you can get the shirt and do that translucent layer, put it over top. May do that in a part 2 to this video. So we'll save that here. I'm going to take a little play and a look in Face App. As for curiosity, sometimes Face App's got a couple of little tools on it which can come in handy, so we'll take a look at that. So we'll open up Face App. We'll open up our image that we just went through. So eyes. Okay. Wonder what he would look like with a smile. There we go. But no, we're going to keep this one original. So we do want to look at hair. Because what I want to do is I want to apply a long hair to it. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work for us. Sometimes it cleans up that top part in the middle, but this is not going to do it. No. Okay. But there is a couple of tools that we do want to do. We want to do the age tool. I want to do young. And this can help clean up the image and tighten it a bit. So we can see it's very, very slight. We've got it on one of the low settings. And all it's doing is it's basically doing a bit of a wrinkle remove. I don't think anyone would say no to that. So it sort of smooths everything out a little bit. So that saves on a bit of a cleanup from us going into IBS Paint and smudging, or if better yet, I mean, if you've got a soften tool and you can actually soften it up, that's a better way to go. And you do that in something like Paint Shop Pro. We're going to add those light freckles to give back some of that skin texture. Let's take a look at that. No, we don't want that one. That is messy. Go back to the original. We'll cancel that. I don't think there's much else that we can use in here. Got a wonderful beard tool. We might be able to use that to composite and get that mo back. So what we'll do is we'll cancel that. We'll save this image. We'll go back into this image. We will do the beard. We'll apply that. And we'll save that. We'll go into IBS Paint. And we're going to open up all three of those. Sorry, Pixay Pro. So come into Pixay Pro, get picture from my gallery. First one we want is Facetune one that we ran, which is going to be our base image. Then we want to go to Effects, Insert Picture. And we want to go Me Images, and we're going to go to Face App. We're going to put the one without the one where we've just tightened up the skin first, which is this one. We'll apply that. We'll apply that again. We'll erase their writing. Don't worry, guys. I'll support you by talking about you. I'm running the free version. I do not have the money for the subscription. Now let's take a look at this Mo one. So we're going back in and we're doing our the beard. Okay, so we'll apply that. We'll place it down. We will do some erasing. So we're going to come through, erase that. Erase that. Clean that off. There, clean some of that off. Okay. It's a quick and easy way rather than using a PNG file or anything like that. So we can just come through and essentially enhance his existing mower. So pull it down, put it up a bit, come through. We're just going to clean up these edges about there. Okay. Actually, you can see that shadow there would be his mow, so we'll bring that down to that. I'll just clean that out there. Okay. Now we just got to work out how much we want of that. Bring it up. I imagine it probably would have been about there. Okay. So there's another little tip, a little trick. So we can manipulate these programs to use them in ways that they probably weren't intended. Well, they're not intended to do that. They're meant to be just one click. We're using it to sort of try to emulate the way that you do like a PNG file or a composite of a photo of someone that's got a mow in Paint Shop Pro, and then you'd put that layer on and you do the translucency and you do this sort of thing to it. So this is showing you how you can use your phone to achieve the exact same effect, just working different ways and using different apps. Okay, I'm going to export that one. Okay, so from there I am happy. That has come a long way. So I'm going to leave that background for now, and what we'll do is just quickly we're going to go into IBS Paint. So back into good old IBS Paint, gallery, open up our image that we just did. Let's pick say Pro. Open that up. Okay, so we'll create some layers here, and we'll just do a color layer, and I'm going to start with this hair. Find a nice size. Might go a little translucent and have some of that bleed through. There we go. Just clean that up. Come through over there. We could use the patch tool in Facetune to pull out some of these marks on the hair as well, which would be a nice little way to clean that up. Okay, so I'm going to create another layer. This one may be a little bit different to play with because we want to color the ear in, but the way these color layers work can be a nightmare sometimes. That's going to work for me. So you may need to play with your layer and what color you're selecting from on the body to actually do it. Okay. So we're going to go back down to the original layer there. We use the smudge tool, and we're going to see if we can just sort of clean the ear up. Since it's so badly damaged, we can't tell what his original ears were like. It comes to that, like in the last video I was saying, we matrix a lot of things when we're looking at a picture. So if you can't get it like 100% perfect, like you could probably composite an ear from another person onto it, which I'll probably end up doing later anyway, we'll see. Again, you just get an ear and off someone else, find that same sort of view. So take the ear, cut it off, composite it on, then use your color tools to sort of bring it together. Okay. So we can come through here and we can just sort of bring that down. We'll do that ticking method that we talked about before. We sort of just tick in the hairs, so kick them out, but we're going to do it on the actual areas that are damaged. So around there, I'm just going to sort of help bring that up. Just going to basically, yeah, that works. We can just tick it down Always got the back arrow in the top there. So from here, it's just a cleanup. So we're pretty much done with this image, other than needing to composite a shirt on it. And no one else attempted to touch this. I'm not sure why. I thought, well, you know what? I'll go through and I'll do this one. Don't have a lot of time on my hands lately, but I want to try to teach people how to do this as much as I can. Just clean up there. Leave some of those tufts. Actually like the way it coloured this background. I'll probably end up leaving this one. So just come through there. Okay. If I post these videos, the photo in the group, and I'll post it like this, and you can come through and you can try to work from the original and mimic what I'm doing and see if you can find better ways, and then you can comment on what you did different. So again, if you're not a part of the Facebook group, join it. And then you can post your photos up or try your hand at these images and see how you go. So we could try to restore the shirt if we wanted. Sometimes it is better to restore it because putting a composite on, it can look very sharp and very out of place to what the original is. So yeah, it's one of those, how deep do you want to dive into doing a photo? Because sometimes when you're doing it, it can look very fake, and you start to lose that original appeal that the photo had. So even I'm guilty of that sometimes. But sometimes I kind of like that that sort of artistic approach where it does look a little bit different and unique. To glam them up. There we go. Bring some of that down on that neckline there, clean that up. Clean that shadow line up there. There we go. You can probably give this another one over on Remy as well and see what that actually does to the image. Sometimes 2 passes makes an absolute mess. Other times the way we've done that, the mow and done some of the composites, it may actually pick it up and clean it up even further, like the eyes and so forth. So we might do that quickly. So we'll go back to my gallery. We'll export this one out. And then we're going to go into Remy. And we'll rerun it. I'm just going to keep it blurred for a moment. It's just quicker to get to the galleries that way. That is in the picture gallery. That should be this one. Okay, I'm going to click Enhance. Where's my mask? Remy's got a bad habit of showing all the background. There we go. Yeah, we can see that. That's actually worked rather well. So Remy's got a bad habit of the original image. It makes it look worse than it really is to try to make it look like it's doing a better job than it actually is. But we can see when we go over it that it has added the hairs to the mow and made that look better. And it's done more job on the skin work to clean it out. So we've ended up with a better image than we had. The hair, it's kind of roughed it out a bit. We could composite and put the hair from the previous image over top of it. That way we don't have those sorts of sharp lines going through. But overall, that's not bad. So we will save that one, and I will work with that image to finish it off doing the composite. So, a lot of pain. So this one's just a short one today. So remember to like and subscribe, and be sure to follow us on the Facebook group. And yeah, please comment below, like the video. I'll have some more coming up. It's Easter holidays, so I'll be a little bit busy. I'll try to get one up when I can. And yeah, I will see you in the next one.